Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings, dear friends and subscribers. Well, Chennai Superkings with a victory over Sunrisers Hyderabad in a very low scoring game, one could say. And as you know, this was the first IPL 2018 qualifiers that was played. Whichever team won would be reaching the final. Well, Chennai Super Kings definitely had a struggle, even though it was a small score by Sunrisers Hyderabad of 139 on a wicket, which was definitely assisting the seamers. And but definitely Faf du Plessis played a good knock. It was Shardul Thakur in the end in that over of Siddharth Kaul when he got 17 runs of one over with three boundaries. That really helped matters, and du Plessis finished it off with a six. And well, Chennai Super Kings have become the first team to enter the finals with one victory. They have just jumped into the finals position, so they have already made their place permanent in the finals now in IPL 2018, and they will be waiting for the outcome to happen because there are still three teams in the fray. Sunrisers Hyderabad are still not out of it. They still have an opportunity because the eliminator will be played, and out of the eliminator, that particular team which is eliminated tomorrow, which would be either Kolkata Knight Riders or Rajasthan Royals, will go on to meet Sunrisers Hyderabad in that particular match, and then it will decide as to which team will go and meet Chennai Super Kings in the final. And Chennai Super Kings have reached their seventh finals in IPL history, and that is a sort of a great record, one could say. Okay, so and also we have a look at some cricket news as well, and also time permitting, we'll also see whether I can do a brief preview of the game which is coming up tomorrow in the eliminator, whereas the name itself says it's an eliminator, so whichever team wins have to go home, whether it is Rajasthan Royals or Kolkata Knight Riders, the third and fourth placed positions in IPL 2018, which will be clashing tomorrow at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. But first, let us talk about this game and see what really transpired here at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. So this was the qualifier one, the Indian Premier League bid between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Chennai Super Kings, and it was a good toss to win for the Chennai Super Kings, and Chennai Super Kings decided that Sunrisers Hyderabad would bat first. Well, they did not have a good start. Now, start has been something which has always helped the Sunrisers Hyderabad, but not to be. It was not to be today. As Deepak Chahar, as I said, there was some sort of juice in the wicket as far as the Wankhede Stadium was concerned, and it was well exploited by the opening bowlers Nigidi, Thakur, and Chahar, especially Nigidi and Chahar. And Chahar actually clean bowled Shikhar Dhawan for naught with the very first ball of the innings, and that was a great start for the Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings. Shrivats Goswami was joined in by Captain Williamson. Shrivats Goswami could only muster 12 runs today as he put in a tame return catch to Lungi Gidi. He was gone for 12 of 9 balls with 2 fours, and then Manish Pand, and after that Kane Williamson caned 24 runs of 15 balls with 4 boundaries before Shardul Thakur was the costliest bowler today. He picked up the wicket of Kane Williamson for 24 to really put the Sunrisers Hyderabad the batting into a real spin at 36 for 3. But it was not done. Wickets kept on tumbling. Manish Pandey was the next to be gone. Ravindra Jadeja was very economical today. He was not giving anything away. He was not allowing the batsman to score. He was bowling a lot of dot balls, and in the frustration, he got the out of form Manish Pandey, caught and bowled for 8 of 16 balls to make things really dicey for Sunrisers Hyderabad. And when Shakib Al Hasan fell caught behind the bowling of Bravo for 12 of 10 balls, 2 fours, the score read with Manish Pandey gone half the side into the pavilion at 69 for 5, and they definitely needed someone to breathe some sort of air into this particular Sunrisers Hyderabad innings, and that came in a very brief manner from Yusuf Pathan, who made 24 of 29. 3 boundaries. Cotton Bowl, bravo. But Brathwaite towards the end hit out in some very nice fashion, and finally Sunrisers Hyderabad managed to put on 139 for 7 on the board of their 20 overs. Brathwaite had an unbeaten 43 of 29 deliveries, 1 4 and 4 sixes. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was run out for 7 of 11 deliveries, 139 for 7. Never going to be a score that was going to be challenging the Chennai Super Kings batting might. But the bowling, if you look at it, Chahar 1 for 31, Lungi Gidi, right on the money. 4 overs, 1 for 20. Shardul Thakur was the guilty party, especially Brathwaite at the end, really charging him and hitting him for some lot of sixes. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 50 for Shardul Thakur. Dwayne Bravo 2 for 25. Jadeja, definitely had a great hand. He was the best bowler. 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 13. And especially considering that, Jadeja, one has to really say that Jadeja stood the test well, because especially considering the fact, even though it's a personal problem of his, where his wife was actually involved in an accident in India, at Jamnagar in Gujarat, where her car actually went on to hit a constable's bike or something of that sort, and I believe that there was some sort of an altercation that happened, and I don't want to go into any of those details, so considering that, I thought Jadeja, I know as a husband, he would have had a lot of things going on in his mind. But thank God Jadeja definitely stood the test well and bowled a miserly spell to the Sunrisers Hyderabad batsmen, which also played a big role in Chennai Super Kings winning this match. Now, Chennai Super Kings were given a total of 139, and looking at the total, one always had the feeling that this was not a total which was going to challenge the Chennai Super Kings. But let me tell you, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, definitely the bowlers were absolutely on the mark. Any bowler you take, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Sandeep Sharma, Kaul, everybody were hitting the right lines, and it all started off for Chennai Super Kings in the chase in a very shaky manner, as they lost Shane Watson in the first over itself, where Bhuvneshwar Kumar was keeping it very tight for the first 5 balls, and he nipped the wicket of Shane Watson with the 5th delivery of the first over of the innings, and that was 0 for 1 for Chennai Super Kings. Suresh Raina came in and joined Du Plessis. Du Plessis was a bit sober, he was sedate, he was not trying to get runs at a very quick clip or something, but Suresh Raina, on the other hand, was in a real hurry. He had already rattled 22 of 13 deliveries with 4 fours before Siddharth Kaul was bowling a very good line. Clean bowled Suresh Raina, going for a big hit. He was gone for 22. And Ambati Raidu, who has been the toast of this Chennai Super Kings team in this particular IPL 2018, was dismissed for a golden duck. The very next delivery, Ambati Raidu walked in and walked back, as his furniture was knocked back by Siddharth Kaul for naught, which left Chennai Super Kings score at 24 for 3. And suddenly one got the feeling that the Chennai Super Kings were also following the same pattern as what Sunrisers Hyderabad were following, when Mahendra and Rashid Khan was absolutely brilliant. He was, even as I said, 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 13 for Jadeja, but Rashid Khan went even better than that. 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 11, splendid bowling, kept it very tight against the Chennai Super Kings batsmen, and he complicated matters when he took 2 important wickets, that of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, clean bowled for 9, and Dhoni, as you know, has been perishing to the leg spin time and again. It has not been a sort of a victory for Dhoni. And Dwayne Bravo was also dismissed by Rashid Khan for 7 to really put this innings into real tatters with the score reading 57 for 5. but the sole grace being Duplessis, who was at the crease, who was nurdling in the runs and also making use any loose delivery was served to him. He was bashing it to the boundary. And then Sandeep Sharma came back for his spell and knocked off Jadeja by getting him caught and bowled for 3, and that made the score 62 for 6. And then we saw that Duplessis really turned it on, started going after the bowlers. He got a few runs. He probably had a feeling that it was for him to really start off, and he definitely did that. He targeted Brathwaite for getting those runs, and then Sandeep Sharma took the wicket of Deepak Chahar for 10 of 6 balls with 1 6 as Harbhajan Singh walked in. And now I will tell you the story. And with Harbhajan Singh walking in, the equation finally was, even though Harbhajan Singh made only 2 runs, consuming 9 balls, Duplessis was there at the wicket, 92 for 7, and then finally the match started slowly going towards the wire. And let me tell you what really happened. So finally, with Harbhajan and Duplessis at the crease, the score read 97 for 7. They were in deep trouble. There were still 43 runs to get off 18 balls, but hope was still there, especially considering that Duplessis was there, Harbhajan Singh was there. But let's look at the over. Now, Brathwaite was the bowler with 43 runs required of the 18 balls. Brathwaite was the bowler, and Harbhajan Singh took a single and gave the strike to Duplessis. And now it was Duplessis who started. The very first ball that he received was an over-pitch delivery. He lifted it over the infield for a boundary, and then he deposited Brathwaite into the stands for a wonderful 6. He swung his bat in a very strong manner, and the ball sailed into the stands. And then Duplessis got a slower delivery from Brathwaite, and he was very equal to it. It basically was not a shot that would probably give credit to Duplessis, but didn't really matter. As long as the runs were coming, it was okay for the Chennai Superkings, and that's what precisely happened when Brathwaite bowled to Duplessis, and Duplessis got an edged boundary there. And then Duplessis and Harbhajan Singh, but it was a wonderful effort from Rashid Khan. Duplessis had run a single, and in that process, Harbhajan Singh, before even he could reach the non-striker's end, what a throw, what a pickup from Rashid Khan, moving like a panther on the field and hurling in the ball, and Brathwaite actually breaking the stumps down with right hand, with Harbhajan not even on in the frame there, and Harbhajan Singh was run out, and that was not good news for the Chennai Superkings in the 5th delivery. Duplessis, but because Harbhajan Singh was, as you know, Duplessis was at the striker's end, and the final delivery from Brathwaite was sent on the way to the boundary by Duplessis, and it was a productive over, even though they lost Harbhajan's wicket, but the 18th over was productive for them, as CSK, Duplessis had got 20 runs of that over, and finally we were getting into the 19th over of the match with 23 runs required, so still it was not over. Now it was very interesting. Now Duplessis, previously one can say that with Harbhajan Singh there was hope, but after Harbhajan Singh went, one knew that the onus was on Duplessis, and now it was a matter of Shardul Thakur, the tail-ender, in strike to Siddharth Kaul, who had already bowled well, and he was bowling the 19th over. The first ball that Siddharth Kaul bowled to Thakur was a low full toss outside the off stump, and Thakur was a bit lucky, I would say. He edged the delivery between the keeper and the third man, and he got a boundary of the very first ball. And then once more lucky, as we call it, the French cut, where the ball actually hit the splice of the bat and just went in between the bat and the stumps, just between the stumps, and that was another boundary. And now 8 runs were taken, and there was some real pressure building on the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowler Kaul. But Kaul came back by giving only 2 runs, but he bowled a wide to Duplessis, and finally Kaul got some control. Even though he bowled a wide delivery, he got some control and it was now the equation was 10 runs required of 7 balls. Shardul Thakur was on strike, but this time Shardul Thakur, at 2 times he edged and he got a boundary, which again didn't matter as long as the runs were coming. And now Thakur actually smashed, he straight drove, he smashed the ball over the head of the bowler Siddharth Kaul for a boundary. And now Siddharth Kaul in this over, that is in the 19th over, had leaked 19 runs. They required 23 of 2 overs, and 19 runs were taken thanks to Shardul Thakur getting those useful boundaries, and the score read 134 for 8. Now it was a matter of just a one hit of the final over, and du Plessis did not even waste any time. The very first delivery, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was given the ball, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, one can trust him because he's such a good death bowler, but du Plessis drilled Bhuvaneshwar Kumar into the Wankhede Stadium crowd, and it was all over. It was a 6 from du Plessis, and the match was over, and Chennai Superkings had marched into the IPL 2018 finals, becoming the first team to do so. And Sunrisers Hyderabad, as I said, they still have a chance. They are still not over it, but it was all over, bar the shouting. And Chennai Superkings has to be commended. They were really reeling at one stage where the score read 97 for 7, and du Plessis took it on. But also one has to credit Shardul Thakur, even though he got some fortuitous boundaries, one could say, but definitely it really mattered in the end as Chennai Superkings went into the finals of IPL 2018. So Sunrisers Hyderabad still have a chance, as I said. The eliminator is coming up. So let's talk about the eliminator that is coming up tomorrow in a very, very brief manner, because time could be a constraint for me here on this broadcast today. But I will just talk. It's going to be Rajasthan Royals taking on the Kolkata Knight Riders. Kolkata Knight Riders have always had the wood over the Rajasthan Royals. Besides, the match is being played at the home turf of Kolkata Knight Riders, the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, so they'll have tremendous crowd support. And we know Kolkata Knight Riders, they are an exciting bunch of cricketers, and they are taking on the Rajasthan Royals. Now, Rajasthan Royals, I would also say probably that Rajasthan Royals are also crippled a bit because they have lost their they have lost their main person who has been making things happen for them, and he's primarily responsible for Rajasthan Royals actually making it to the eliminator. And I'm talking about none other than Josh Butler, who was opening the innings in the latter part of the IPL 2018, and unfortunately he's back. As you know, Pakistan and England are going to be playing in a series of test matches, and Josh Butler is back in England. And also Ben Stokes, who has not been really lived up to his reputation as far as in this particular IPL is concerned, has also flown back. So that really makes it all the more tough for Rajasthan Royals. It also gives an opportunity for to other players as well. So Rajasthan Royals, if you see Rahul Tripathi will get an opportunity, he will once again open the innings. Now there will be a lot of onus on Ajinkya Rahani's batting, because especially considering that there is no Josh Butler now, so they are coming back to a square one situation as to what they were, and Henrik Klaassen would be required to deliver the goods as well. Stuart Binney has to come to the party. Jofra Archer probably has to be his best. Shreyas Gopal, well, now it will be very interesting to see whether Rajasthan Royals will once again persist with 3 spinners, Gautam, Shreyas Gopal and East Sodhi, and Ben Lawlin might get an opportunity as well. But Kolkata Knight Riders, as I say, they are playing against the home crowd, and they have had the better of the Rajasthan Royals every time they have faced. And Kolkata Knight Riders, as I said, Chris Lynn and Sunil Narine is someone who really pack a punch. Robin Uthappa has been in some great nick. Nitish Rana has also been doing a good job. Karthik always comes there and hammers the ball. Andre Russell is always a dangerous customer, and the bowling will be in the hands of Kuldeep Yadav, Prasidh Krishna. The bowling looks a bit weak for me, but nevertheless I think Rajasthan Royals batting to me is looking a bit weak after the exit of especially of Butler. Well, dear fan subscribers, there's not much to talk about. it's about time for me to pull the curtain down or probably sign off on this cricket show. But promising you that I'll be back with the news on the eliminator tomorrow. Until then, that's it from me, your host Ram, on this cricket show. This is your host Ram, finally signing off. Thank you.